Hello, friends. So I promised you a little bonus footage. So hopefully you found this link next to when we took a look at Luke 5 10. And so Jesus said, "Fear not. Henceforth you shall catch men instead of fish. Fear not." So men's the last thing that fishermen want to see. They want to be out in the water catching fish. They drop it off with one guy, hopefully, or their family members, and they go sell the fish. But the fisherman's out in the water. He's not talking to people. But Jesus had reasons, and he bolstered them up and said, "Fear not." And he asked them to forsake everything and follow him. So there's a recipe. Not. And then leave everything behind, including the profession of this fishing. And there's many times that Jesus has fish in a very spectacular way with his apostles and his family and people. We're not going to cover them all today, but one of my favorites. First, I'm going to see if I can do my best to not destroy Mama's cut. There's her cut. Yeah, I know. This is salmon. Wouldn't have been the right kind of fish, but it's what I had on the menu today. What I'm talking about is the third appearance of Jesus to his disciples. I believe it was the third appearance. Those last two have a little teriyaki on them. Let those stay warm in there. So, see if you could turn over with me from Luke 5:10 and go on over to John 21. I see the story here to show some of it to you. Simon Peter again said, and this is after Jesus has been resurrected, and what did they do? Did they go catching people for Jesus? Or did they go back to fishing? Simon Peter said, "I go fishing." And fishermen, it's very little words when they're in the mindset to go catch fish. Believe you me. They say unto them, "We also go with thee." So they all went forth and entered into a ship, and immediately that night they caught nothing. Standard operating procedure when I go fishing. But these are professionals, and I'm wondering if they're thinking about, remember last time we caught nothing together? And then we met Jesus, and Jesus helped us catch everything together and changed our bearing? I'm wondering if they're thinking that, because in verse 4 of John 21, "But when the morning had come, Jesus stood on the shore, and the disciples knew him not that it was Jesus." Remember, because he had changed with his appearance from resurrection. Now, Jesus said unto them in verse 5, "Children, have ye any meat?" They answered him, "No." And they said unto him, "Cast the net on the right side of the ship, and ye shall find." And they cast, therefore, and now they weren't able to draw it in for the multitude of fishes. When was the last time that happened? Yep, they knew who it was. Therefore that disciple whom Jesus loved said unto Peter, "It is the Lord." Well, he tried to run on water again. But I want to skip to the part. As soon as they saw that they had come to land, they saw a fire of coals there, and a fish laid thereon, and bread. And Jesus said unto them, Bring the fish which ye have caught. Simon went up and drew the net to a land full of great fishes, 153. For there were so many, yet the net was not broken. Jesus said unto them, "Come and dine." And the disciples durst ask him, "Who art thou?" knowing that it was the Lord. And Jesus then cometh and said unto them, and taketh the bread and giveth them the fish likewise. Many times, Jesus has his barbecue. Bread's usually involved. You can make a study of all the times that he sits down with fish and his disciples and his friends and his family. And I'm wondering, when they sit down with fish, even long after this moment, later when they had to face some scary things, they remembered to fear not and forsake all. Yeah, I think they did. I think it was important to them. It was more than their livelihood. Yep. So this is bonus footage based on the Fear Not and Forsake All from the first link of Luke 5, but we ended up in John 21 because that's where they sat down on the shore. And just the simple act of fishing, the way Jesus told them to, and sitting down with them and having a meal with fish and bread, I think they were reminded to fear not, and they knew they would need to forsake all. See you later. See you tomorrow.